done videos on this because in her own class of people, she's overweight. Nobody will deal with her. Fellas. So in the video where the gentleman was speaking, he said, you want to know why a lot of guys think that dating a woman like this is so hear me. So you would date a white woman like this, but look what Kendra said. Ooh, child, you got a black girl body. So why wouldn't they date a black woman like this? Because a black woman like this would be considered overweight. Fellas, a black woman just like her would be considered overweight. But men see it like, oh, she's a white woman. Ooh, she got the black girl body. And here's the thing, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta be clear. I know a lot of black women that they like click. Listen, Coke bottle. Listen. They like the right way. The problem is this. Most guys, I'm sorry fellas, my black fellas and my Spanish fellas, most of you guys, this is not thick. This ain't. She's on the edge. She's on the edge of being overweight.
I got my swag right, feeling crispy clean. Girl, I'm the flyest mother you've ever seen. So much money.
Welcome back to the Hear Me Out podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Bills. Yeah, I already know what time it is, man. I'm your host, Michael May. Listen to me. I want to get into this video, right? You know what? Let me change my ring out. I like to switch it up every now and again. I don't think that a lot of y'all people understand, right? We're gonna go through this. I've done plenty of videos on this. I want you guys to pay attention. I'm tired of having to keep on It's gonna be a touchy one, I already know. This is gonna be a touchy video, y'all. This ain't my first time speaking on something like this. I always tell you guys, I need you guys to start learning to raise your standards as men. This is no secret that women tend to sort out a certain type of man because it gives her a certain status. Fellas, we give the women value. If you don't understand that, it's okay. Keep watching some more of these videos, and I want you guys to understand, and you guys should be following me on IG, Michael May Forever, all together, one word. I do Black Hoodie Talk there in the morning. By the way, if you're new to the channel here, subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn on notifications, y'all already know. But I want to get into this because I need a lot of you fellas to raise you gotta raise the bar. But I want you to hear something, right? And I saw three different versions of this video, and Jason, what up? He sent me this video. He was like, fam, here's the original link. I want you to watch this right there and then get your little reaction onto this, right? So we're gonna get into this real fast. This video right here, fellas, I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention.
First, are you?
Yeah, I was not ready.
Okay, Madison, where you calling us from, honey?
I'm calling from Tampa, Florida. I'm 23 and I'm a Gemini.
First of all, shout out to Kendra. Fair use. You know what I'm saying? Damn, how many channels do I have? I'm not, okay. I didn't know I wasn't subscribed to her. I actually like some of her work. the reason why I actually started liking some of her work is because in the beginning, when she used to, if she's watching, hey, it's okay. She got to deal with this. In the beginning, when she was a KS hater, now she's actually seeing and understanding what KS was saying this whole time to be true. So, you know, I got to give credit to people who can take accountability for themselves and what they did was wrong. So I got to give her some kind of respect for that. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep rocking and rolling. Listen. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. It's gonna go fast.
Where are you?
Yeah, I was not ready.
Okay, Madison, where you calling us from, honey?
I'm calling from Tampa, Florida. I'm 23 and I'm a Gemini.
Fellas, pay attention. She's 23. She's 23, Florida, Tampa.
Ooh, child, you ready? 23, Gemini. What do you do for a living?
I'm a manager at racetrack.
Okay, manager at racetrack. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. So Madison, Tampa, Florida, 23, Gemini, manager at racetrack. No.
All right, first of all, fellas, I want you to understand something, right? Hear me out. I want you guys to understand. Can y'all see my cursor? Yes, you can. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Y'all see this right here? All right, y'all see this? Right? So y'all already see she's wearing something. She's wearing something. Whether it's a waist trainer, one of those things to try to hold her tight in, you could tell like she keeps, fellas, y'all don't pay attention to this, right? Now I want to be clear. There's nothing wrong with bigger women, but as this goes on, I'm gonna post another video for you guys to go watch where women like this that tend to be, I want fellas, hear me out. There is a big difference between a chick that's curvy, then there's thick, and then there's overweight. Now, this is a very important topic because I watched a video where this guy was speaking, a black gentleman was speaking, and he said, I don't want to get ahead. All right. My brain is running a mile a minute. Shout out to O'Shea too. I heard O'Shea's version, but then I watched the original version of the black gentleman that was speaking about this video here, and I'm really going to respond to him. But pay attention, y'all.
No kids. What kind of man you looking for, mama?
Well, I like.
First of all, pay attention, right? She's in the bathroom. Fellas. I want you guys to understand something, right? These are when y'all guys are watching some of these women. Have y'all seen some of these chicks? They get exposed in they pictures because they backgrounds be just dirty. They be having clothes all on the floor. Bed is not done. Then, bro, it's horrible. But I'm gonna just say that we're gonna just assume that it's because this is the room that has the most light in her house. I know that sounds mad dumb. This is the excuse that I'm gonna make for her. This is the only room in the house that has light, so she's in the bathroom. All right, let's rock and roll.
Like a God-fearing man. I know a lot say that, but someone that believes in Jesus.
Fellas, I like a God-fearing man. Fellas, hear me out. I'm gonna let it rock. If you can't already tell that she's lying, I don't know. If you can't tell that she's lying, you have not been around enough women. I'm sorry, fellas. If you can't tell that she's lying, you have not been around women long enough to really understand. But let's keep listening.
And Um, I like. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Bro, you know you was coming onto the show, so you can't you don't know your own preferences. You don't know what you like in a man, fellas. You have to know when somebody's lying. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
Someone just genuine and found themselves, I guess, as a man first, because I feel like a lot of like the men, they struggle with, finding themselves or who they are as a man, and they get in relationships, and even women too, and they end up breaking each other more. So just someone level-headed, and either I do have a preference. I do like black men and Spanish men or mixed. So that's my preference.
What's your ethnicity, Madison?
I'm Polish.
How's the chicken? Oh, the prawns are delicious. Oh, I have a shellfish allergy. One prawn, very good. Did I say chicken wrong?
Well, white, European, white.
So you don't say, I'm sorry, say one more time.
Well, white, European, white, Polish.
White, European, Polish. But you prefer black men or Hispanic men?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, no, I don't really have anything. I'm just really nervous. I'm sorry.
Now wait. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Pay attention right here. Y'all see it. Y'all starting to see it. Look, y'all see. Fellas, I want y'all to understand. I've done videos on this. It's for y'all guys to pay attention. It's for we're gonna dive further into this. We're gonna dive much further into this, y'all. Much further into this. Let's rock and roll.
Let's go to your deal breakers. What's your deal breakers?
So my deal breakers, I would just
see. So now she stood up because she understood, fellas. Her trying to hold that in like that, it wasn't working. It wasn't working. It's much easier to do that when you're standing.
I have to say, like, obviously lying, but lying, probably multiple kids with different women, and not having like a consistent job, I would say. So those are like some deal breakers for me.
All right, you gotta have a job, no lying. We already got to look. So you said you want a black man or Hispanic man. Is there appearance look that you like that are black men and Hispanic men?
Yeah, I like beards. They don't have to be like super tall or 6 feet. Everybody just taller than me. So I'm like 5'4", 5'5". So if you're like 5'6", 5'.
Everybody taller than her. Everybody's taller than her. So I guess go ahead.
7, like that's okay with me.
Okay.
So yeah, I just like beards, someone taller than me, someone that cares about their health, like certain things they eat, or a little bit of exercise, like nothing too excessive. But
fellas, pay attention. Y'all not paying attention. So the little hints that I already gave you, and listen to what she's saying, fellas.
Just someone that has a moral compass, like, and genuine, and we can talk, and I can tell you, just certain things, and you can tell me certain things, but in a safe space, and we agree not to use it against each other.
You seem very mature for a 23-year-old.
Yeah, June 5th, 2000. I've been through a lot.
Okay.
Fellas. I've been through a lot. Fellas, see, the problem is some of you guys, would be like, oh, I'm here. Don't worry, girl. You're gonna hit it with that Boyz II Men voice that, baby, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for the wrong that they've done, girl. Fellas. She.
No, not saying you have to. Just curious. Would you date a man of your ethnicity, or you just prefer black men and Hispanic men?
No, I would be open to it because I don't want to put limitations on love. But I'll be open.
Okay. What about money, girl? He gotta make a certain amount of money?
Oh no, he just has to be self-sufficient, like with himself. If he can hold his own, I'm just like a plus and can help and we can build, but nothing like, you know.
I think you might have mentioned this earlier. You said you don't mind if he has kids?
I would, yes, I mind if it's more than like one. I could do one. I could do one. I could deal with one kid. Mm-hmm.
You could deal with one kid. Okay, she could deal with one kid. All right, let's do the Kendrick Cam. Let's see this body.
Fellas, pay attention. Pay attention.
Madison girl.
Okay, hold on. I have to prop you up somewhere better.
Pay attention.
Let's see this outfit. I like your outfit. You definitely got. Ooh, yeah.
Pay attention. We're gonna do this again.
Right. Let's do the Kendrick Cam. Let's see this body, Madison girl.
Pay attention, fellas. Pay attention. Okay. I'm gonna pause it for y'all.
Let's see this outfit.
I'm gonna try to catch it.
Outfit. You definitely got.
Fellas. Yeah. All right. Look from right here down. Y'all see this? From right here down. Fellas. Y'all see this? Fellas. Pay attention. I'm 5'4". 5'4". Fellas, I'm 6 foot. My wife is 5'10". Damn near my height. Fellas. Yeah, I like tall, you know what I'm saying? I wanna, you know what I'm saying, look gaze into your eyes like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, anyways, joking. Hear me out, fellas. Pay attention. First of all, you see the line? This is where some of you guys get confused. Hold up.
You got black girl body, Madison.
Wait a minute. Did you hear what Kendra just said? See, y'all guys don't understand what Kendra just did hurt her. Watch,
yes,
listen.
I don't know if I seen so many Caucasian girls as thick as you, child.
Yeah, I'm just glad God blessed me.
All right, so God blessed me. All right, fellas. Do y'all think that she's thick? You think she's curvy? Or is she overweight? I want you guys to understand something, right? So first of all, she came out and said, a man, he gotta love God. So if the man has to love God, why would you present yourself like that? Why would you dress like that? Let's start chopping away. Now, big shout out to the brother. I'm not gonna play his video. I am told that he likes to flag people like without the permissions and all this stuff like that, which is kind of weird because the purpose of you wanting more people to react to your video is to get more notoriety to your page. But mind you, this is a brother of mine, a black brother, a black man. I didn't say this, but I've done videos before on Donovan Sharp, on what is it? Donovan Sharp said it. KS said it. Fresh and Fit said it. I want you guys to understand this, right? Because y'all got a lot of you guys don't understand this. She's 5'4". If you were to go put a baby on her, there's no coming back. This is what KS was saying. This is what Donovan was saying. But you see, so Kendra's like, oh, you got a black girl body. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She has an overweight body. But remember, we've done videos on this before. Yeah, I've shown y'all guys the proof. O'Shea even spoke about this. What was her preference? Black and Spanish men. Why? Cause we the dumb idiots that will sit there and be like, yeah, that's thick. Yeah, that's curvy. Bro, y'all know that my wife just gave me a beautiful soon to be 2-year-old. Beautiful little boy. Y'all guys know this, right? My wife wasn't like that from the start. This woman is 5'4". She's probably like right here next to me. I want you guys to understand something. Then y'all guys seen she's wearing the waist trainer, fellas. The minute she takes off this clothes, this is all falling apart. I want you to understand something, fellas. Hear me out. Hear me out. Some of y'all guys say, oh, we gonna get that into shape. Fellas, look, fellas, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Fellas, look at this. Fellas, I want you to understand something. So the other video, O'Shea actually did a video on it. I'm sure he's not gonna flag O'Shea. But hold on. I want to show you guys the proof, right? If you guys want to go see that video, go see O'Shea Duke Jackson's video. I'm not playing the video because I'm not O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm not as big as him. I'm gonna let O'Shea do his own thing. Right here. O'Shea Duke Jackson. You see, he said, but there's a problem right here. Super thick white woman only wants black men, but she really said black and Spanish. But anyway, let's just. But black and Spanish is both the same thing, so it don't matter. Go watch that video if y'all want. Right? I told you guys. The reason why her preference is the way her preference is. I've done videos on this. Because in her own class of people, she's overweight. Nobody will deal with her. Fellas. So in the video where the gentleman was speaking, he said, you want to know why a lot of guys think that dating a woman like this is... So hear me. So you would date a white woman like this, but look what Kendra said. Ooh, child, you got a black girl body. So why wouldn't they date a black woman like this? Because a black woman like this would be considered overweight. Fellas, a black woman just like her would be considered overweight. But men see it like, oh, she's a white woman. Ooh, she got the black girl body. And here's the thing, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta be clear. I know a lot of black women that they like click, 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 like click. Listen, Coke bottle. Listen. They like the right way. The problem is this. Most guys, I'm sorry, fellas, my black fellas and my Spanish fellas, most of you guys, this is not thick. This ain't. She's on the edge. She's on the edge of being overweight. She has a child. She's gonna lose it. I'm telling you right. Hear me out. The real super fine black women, a lot of you guys can't get. I'm sorry. This is And when you go watch the video, O'Shea plays the guy's video through. He's like, a lot of men want to have the black, that caramel chocolate skinned sister but they can't get them. So what they do is they'll downgrade to this. Fellas, I'm just calling it what it is. And the reason why her preference has to be black and Spanish is because we will be the dumbasses to be like, yeah, oh my goodness, Lord, wow, Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing. Fellas, this is a problem. This is the problem with some of y'all guys. Cause I'm sorry, fellas, some of you gentlemen haven't seen healthy women. Now, there's one thing for a woman to have a little bit of weight. No problem. Having a little bit of weight is fine because you can do something with that. I'm talking about, like, my woman, when she gave birth to my beautiful child. So, you know, women always have a little access on their stomach, but my lady's arms thin, legs thin. Like, when she gets it tight again, because that's her plan, it's going to be like, it ain't like this. Now, yes, fellas, it does help. She is tall. Taller women wear their weight a little better. But I want you to understand, y'all guys will see a slim chick and be like, ugh, she's too skinny. How? It's because fellas, y'all been told that this is an upgrade. Fellas, man, remember, oh girl, you got a black girl body. She killed her. Don't look at me, little puppet. She killed her. She killed this woman.
All right, man, what you gotta say. All right, what was your last relationship?
About a year.
Give me 1 second.
Now pay attention. I've been through a lot. At 23, fellas, if you guys can't read between the lines, she's been ran through. That's what it is. She gets a lot of attention from you niggas, from you dumbasses. Y'all sit there and be like, oh, she thick and chase her. So now she's like, hold on. Let me try to broadcast myself while I'm still at least a little bit younger. Fellas, look. Fellas, look. Fellas, look. Fellas, look. Fellas, look. Fellas, pay attention. Fellas, pay attention, fellas. They're not paying attention.
I apologize. I'm under the weather. There's so much going on.
It's been a year. She's been in a relationship.
Okay, when was your last relationship?
About a year ago.
Of course there'll be a commercial here trying to save her. Pay attention.
A year ago.
A little close to a year, yeah.
A little close to a year, okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'll pass.
Fellas, why she's gonna pass? Why she's gonna pass? Fellas, I'm always telling you, just because a woman says I'm single, I've been single for 3 years, it doesn't mean she's not fucking somebody. Fellas, y'all guys gotta start learning how to listen. Shout out to Donovan Sharp. Womenese. You gotta start understanding the language that women talk. Oh, she's like, I'll pass. So she could explain everything else. I need a man of God. I like the black guys. He has to be. So she's like, oh, you smart. You seem really intelligent for a 23-year-old. Yeah, you know, I'm a manager at a racetrack, whatever, racing, whatever the freak she said. I'll pass. Why? Because she knows she's still physical with somebody. And you dumbasses will be okay with that. Fellas, she just, in case you missed it, in case some of y'all guys missed it, some of y'all guys don't pay attention. So let me I'll bring back a little bit.
About a year ago.
About a year ago.
A year ago.
A little close to a year, yeah.
A little close to a year, okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I'll pass.
I'll pass. Why? Fellas, why would you pass on answering a question? Just continue being honest. So what she's saying is she wants to be as honest as she decides to without being completely honest. Why? Because she's never going to tell you. She's never going to tell you. A relationship a year ago, about a year ago, when's last been, I'll pass. Why? Tell us. Tell us that. Come on, tell us. It's because you morons would think that this is an upgrade and this is a downgrade. But let's keep rocking and rolling.
No worries. What are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Mind you, do you recall her saying, yeah, I like a guy who, he don't got to be like super muscular, but like it's a little physical activity. You need physical activity. You need to be in the gym. Fellas, women always want you to be better than them, but then y'all guys are equal. But then they'll have the audacity to say, we're equal. But we partners. How? She wants you to tend to make more money than her, be taller than her, a problem solver, making money. Like, you have to be everything. You ain't, like she said, oh, fellas, now pay attention. Oh no, he ain't gotta he ain't gotta be taller than me, fellas. Cause women have to start lowering their standards. Because women don't qualify for the men that they want. Fellas, I always tell you guys, when a woman says she's single, all she's saying is the man that she wants doesn't want her. That's why she's still running, but she's still sleeping. She's still sleeping with dudes, but the man that she will settle down with doesn't want her. But you morons would think that this is a come up. Fellas, just looking at her in her face, I'm telling you, if you see her in person, this is going to be a big woman. Fellas, I don't understand this, man.
Me, I'm just going to be honest.
Fellas, look, fellas, pay attention. Pay attention.
I'm just like, I'm a little jealous. I can get jealous. I'm impulsive, so like I almost like run off emotions, and I'm aware of it, so I'm definitely dealing with that, because at the end I just disappoint myself.
So she's a little jealous, which a little bit of jealousy is fine. Every woman is a little jealous, but see the way she's carrying it, she's impulsive, ratchet. I'm telling you, fellas, ratchet. She's a ratchet, bro. I don't understand this.
One more flaw I would say is probably trusting too easy and not trusting myself enough.
What did I say? Trusting too easy. I guarantee you, dude's been selling her dreams her whole life. Why? Because she's white. 2, I'm pretty sure when she was younger, her body was a little bit more intact, so they sold her dreams. She's been ran through, fellas. She's been ran through. I'm telling you, she's been ran through. Fellas, this woman has been ran through. What the fuck? Let's keep going.
Trusting too easy, not trusting yourself enough. Okay. And What's the age range you would date?
28 to probably 46, 45.
You would go older, so you want to go 20 years older.
Well, no, 20. Yeah.
Okay, tell me why.
Honestly, I don't know if it's because my dad had me at such an older age, so I always seen like an older figure, or if I was just exposed to sexual things too young, and maybe that's why I like men older that are mature. So I don't really know like the deep root of that, but it's just something I'm attracted to.
Well, at least she's being honest, you know what I'm saying? Because most women don't understand and know where their trauma comes from. So I got to give her a little bit of respect for that.
Okay.
See?
So you said you're 23, so you went through some things as a child you probably shouldn't have went through, are you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I missed that part before. So she experienced things in her younger childhood. Fellas, I'm sorry, no offense. Listen, I respect all those women. These women tend to be promiscuous. Not all, majority of them tend to be promiscuous. I didn't even have to read the whole I didn't even have to watch the whole video.
Okay. Have you gone to therapy to unpack
Yeah,
the trauma?
Okay.
I've
been in therapy. Yeah.
Okay, we don't gotta get all the details.
Right.
All right. Do you want to get? Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Well, I just have a big heart, and I'm passionate, and I'll give you my last, and I'll match what you put in this time for myself. Like, I'm not gonna just overflow somebody because that's what I want to do, and I admire them so much because I came up with this idea of how I view them, but that's not how they really are as a person. And
fellas, she's giving you, fellas. So what she was saying in the beginning, I want you to understand. What she's saying right now is, she's been lied to. Guys sold her dreams. I'm telling you, I promise you, the whole Florida probably ran through her already. But now she's looking for that man, because now that she understands, I mean, at 23, it's kind of tough. But now that she understands what she's let go, now the next man is going to have to pay for what the other guys have done. This is a bad deal, fellas. This is a bad deal.
I had to keep going through certain things to realize that. Like, I love this person so much.
No. You did not have to keep going through certain things. Fellas, this is the biggest lie society has ever told women. Girl, women mature faster than men. So then why are they still making the dumb mistakes? And then when they become, she's kind of young to be saying this, but then when they become 25, 30, 35, 40, well, I'm mature now, but I thought that you're smarter than us. I thought you mature faster than men. So how are you still making these dumbass mistakes later on in your life? But fellas, women have been lied to their entire life. That's why I don't blame all of them for some of the things that they go through, because society has lied to them. Society has lied. Now, it's their fault for falling for the action. That's on them. But nonetheless, for you to sit here and say, it's unfortunate, like I had to go through all this to learn. No, fellas, there's a saying, smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from watching the other people make the mistakes. Are you going to be smart, or are you going to be wise? I'm telling y'all, man, y'all fellas gotta pay attention to what a woman is saying. Fellas, this is the reason why they say the woman in your life is going to be one of the biggest decisions ever, because she can make or break you. Fellas, I want you to understand something. Picking a woman is crucial. It's crucial. Because you could tell that, oh, bro, man, man.
Much, but really, if I sit back, it's the idea I made of them of the things they presented in the beginning, and then it ended up not being really.
They is what they presented. Fellas, this is more than one, more than two, more than three, more than five. I guarantee you, this is a plethora of men. I'm telling you, fellas, man.
What it was, like they portrayed, you know how it is,
especially that unfortunately, she was already a little active from younger, having to experience things. So now, as she got older, fellas, I want you to understand, after a certain time, after a certain couple of bodies, women just think that sex is just an act that you do. Fellas, if you're being intimate with a woman and she doesn't fall in love, run. Fellas, women are supposed to naturally fall in love with you. If you're being intimate with the woman and she's not falling in love, there's no such thing as, oh, cause the D wasn't good or this. Fellas, women's bodies are designed to naturally give off. I'm not gonna get all technical because some of y'all guys may not understand these words. A woman gives off these hormones, that makes her be like, oh my gosh, because a woman giving away her body is supposed to be sacred. Like, wow, he got my body. And if she don't feel like that, fellas, it's like nothing. I'm telling you, she's already damaged. She's already damaged, bro. I'm telling you. I'm putting y'all onto game. Fellas.
From my experience, like with older men in the beginning, they'll impress you and tell you things. And then I guess
older men. She's been pressed her whole life, fellas. And it's unfortunate because a lot of women who are beautiful when they're younger, they get pressed by guys of all ages. It's unfortunate.
When they feel like they got you, they just don't put as in much effort.
For me, Alpha Brain is the very best product that I've ever found. I notice a difference when I take Alpha Brain.
But I do also keep in mind like the era they come from or how they were raised and stuff. So me personally, like with my experience and how I grew up, I would need to be with somebody that had a stable foundation, like with their parents and came up in a stable home. Or it could be someone that maybe didn't, but they dealt with it more than I have. Because I'm only.
So now, fellas, she's telling you.
23, so I'm still like learning and processing a lot of things. And, so.
She's been through a lot, fellas. So now what she's saying is, fellas, listen. Oh my gosh, y'all guys are just freaking. I look at her and be like, yo, I take it down. I'm gonna take it down tonight at 7 o'clock on the dot. Y'all guys would go crazy for this, fellas. She's telling you now that she's at her age, she wants an older man who's a little bit more established. Wow, number one, she wants to be saved. You can't save her. You can't save this woman. Fellas, pay attention. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. See, because a lot of people, they can't say it like this because a lot of guys try to save their image. I'm good. I'm good in life. I'm good. I don't care what none of these chicks got to say. I'm good. Fellas, hit me out. Now, not only does she need you to save her, she needs you to be her teacher. So now, fellas, hear me out. A wife is a wife when you meet her. I'm going to say this again. A wife is a wife when you meet her. She becomes your wife when you make the decision. She has never conducted herself like so. She doesn't qualify. She doesn't qualify for the man that she wants. Somebody who's established, who's why? Because if a man is established, fellas, listen to what she just told you. She said, oh, you already made peace with yourself? Or you already stable? All right, well, now come fix me. I'm broken now. Come fix me. Come help me fix me. Because, fellas, when you're fixing somebody, you're chipping away at yourself. I've done videos on that, fellas. I've told you, fellas, one thing women don't understand is this. Fellas, hope this makes sense to you guys. And for the 2 women who are watching, congratulations. Listen to what I'm gonna say to you. Ladies, the more a man has to teach you, listen to what I'm going to say. The more a man has to teach you and break down break down those walls, not only is he gonna build that history with you of teaching you, he's also gonna lose attraction for you. You gotta be ready for that, ladies. Cause now it's like, coño, pero now I'm putting in all this work and she still don't understand. And he has to be patient. He has to be, so now by the time he gets you to where you need to be, he'll still deal with you because he already invested with you. But that level of attraction, your level of attraction for him is supposed to go up. His might go down. That's for you to figure out ways to keep the level of attraction up. That's where you ladies lose the men. That's where you ladies lose the men. That is where you ladies lose your men. Because now she wants you to teach her. She wants you to be but she already has all this life experience. Now, not only does she have the life experience, now you have to break down the trauma. Fellas, we don't got time for that. Fellas, we don't got time for this right here.
Does that answer your question?
I kind of
rumble.
Listen.
You are very mature for your age.
See, you see this face right here, y'all? Kendra knows. Her being mature is definitely mixed with a little bit of like, you've experienced too much. You've experienced. Yes, at the age of 23, now she's trying to get it together. Remember, when's the last time you've been intimate with somebody? I'd rather not say. I guarantee you it was within a week. I guarantee you she still has to get her fix. Right here, y'all. Right here.
Very. Okay.
But it does say in the word, with great wisdom comes great sorrow. So just because like I'm mature, I know what to do, or even on the outside looking in, when people look at me, she has it together, she's beautiful, she's this, she's that. But it's still a lot of pain on the inside, you know?
I'm leaving it right there at that. I'm leaving it right there. Fellas, she is telling you, you're going to have a lot of work to do. Fellas, she doesn't qualify for the man that she wants. Fellas, for her to be, fellas, let me tell you something. This woman would have to be broke. You would have to break her. When I say break, you would have to snap her in half. She would have to be broken. Meaning, yo, me and you're gonna talk, we're gonna build. You gotta show me that you can go 2 years. I need to see you practice abstinence. I need to see that you can learn how to break. You need time for yourself, mamita. I'm gonna be with you. We gonna rock out. We gonna build. We gonna chill. But you need to sustain from being physical. You need to. Why? Because she's fighting something. You could see it in her face. She's fighting something, and she uses her body for comfort. Fellas, y'all not seeing this. Y'all not seeing what I see. It's cool though. I understand, fellas. Like, you seen how this guy Russell has Sierra wait for a whole year before they walk. Why? Because some women, you have to break them because they're so used to being sexually active. Fellas, she needs to go to, fellas, 2 years without any. You would have to walk her through the process. Listen, I need you to change your whole wardrobe. Because how are you going to say you want a man of God, but you out here dressing like, fellas, y'all not ready for this, man. Y'all not ready for this smoke, man. And then she wants to be with the black or a Spanish man. Why? Because we would deal with this nonsense. We would sit there and be like, ay, mi vida. Me and my wife, we were laughing the other day for this guy on Love is Blind. He's like, you're my eternal flame of joy and happiness. I'm like, get the fuck with this weak ass. Dude, she's looking for the weak ones that's gonna fall for that body that she has. But fellas, you put a child in her, there's no return. There's no return. I'm telling you. Fellas, I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all already know what time it is, man. I'm your host, Michael May. Thank you for being here to hear me on podcast in association with True Hall of Fame Bills. Y'all already know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. Y'all already know. Till next time, we out.